All right, we are live. Welcome to another episode or stream, not episode, whatever, of the Woke Millennial. Again, today is March 18th, and it is a Thursday. As you see, I have a doggy here, Baby Ghost. I like to call him. His name's Ghost, but he's huge doggy. Half pit bull, half Great Dane mixed, and he's staying, with me for a couple of weeks. So you'll see him walking through and saying hello throughout our stream, more than likely. Yes, he is. Look at him. He's so cute. He's just a cute ghost. Ooh. Oftentimes I realize since I've been doing these streams, hold on, can y'all, let me just make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, good. Doing these streams, getting used to dogs, just, they like that, human attention. And when I'm sitting at a computer for hours, they're like, what's wrong? And they then come over and see what's going on. But anyway, so that was a fun little visit with the doggies to start off the stream. So getting to the agenda of today. So for today's stream, I'm wanting to, again, I always say chill stream, but oftentimes I find myself going on rants. But that's when it's more political based. This stream, as you see in the title, will be talking pop culture. We may throw in some politics and playing Sonic again, Sonic Media. So if you guys like watching, playing games and streaming, stay tuned. And then I also plan on streaming and playing Sonic, streaming. Lovely T. She has a video going on now, but I was gonna watch it after she's finished her live, and also an Armand video. So my plan is kind of just to chill, play Sonic, talk with you guys when they're finished their live streams. I'll go over and watch them on YouTube, and yeah. So like I said last time, actually, let's introduce this first. Because what I said yesterday in last stream was that I like opening up and not just going right into it, like with a nice little icebreaker, whether it be about like life, or what's going on in my life, if you guys want to know. But I guess before I do that, hey, so as you see, we do have our goal bar up here. So yesterday marked our 1 month anniversary of, continuous streaming. And so it's really exciting. As you see, we're up, closer and closer to our goal every day. And our goal is to get 50 followers on Twitch. That way we get to the affiliates program. And yeah, if you like what you see, if you're having fun on the stream, hit the like button. It is free. And that way you'll be notified when we do go live. So, and you can be a part of our awesome, amazing community. So, hey. Plus, so, yeah, there's that. And speaking of the thing I want to share, or that I've had to go through today. So I had to go to the emergency room back around Christmas time. I had an infection, which appears to be an abscess, mastitis, and this really just says so much. I can say that. I don't say hate about a lot of things, but I will say that I hate the American medical system. It's evil guised in good, particularly American, like US. It's a trick. Like, you need help, so what they bank on is that human beings are going to need medical care, right? You can look back in history all throughout. You'll see that human beings tend to need some medical care or upkeep, right? For their health, their well-being. And so what America's done is thrown capitalism in it and decided to extort us. And essentially it feels like holding us prisoner. Like, we know, even though it's mastitis, there's nothing I could do. Like, one, it came on out of nowhere. So I'm like, ow, what is this? This pain, I can't even sleep. And then, like, knowing something's wrong, so you have a choice.
right? America gives you a choice. Now, what are those choices that good old America gives? They say, hey, well, one, you could stay where you're at, hope to everything that it doesn't lead to a huge infection, get into the bloodstream, cause XYZ problems, and a person die. So there's that. Waiting and then the problem getting worse, there's that. Two, you can go to the emergency room. But yeah, it'll cost you. How much will it cost you? We're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you. Just come. If you need, come. If you feel it, just come. That everyone will tell you. You call. I don't know what to do. What should this? Is this a huge emergency? Come. Don't care about money. Come. They literally tell you, don't. Just get in here. We'll worry about that later. Disgusting, despicable. Then, well, there's also other options too. So what happened to me and why I was caught in this particular predicament was because I was out of town, because I said it happened on the 24th of December. So it was Christmas time and I was down with my family. And so I had to go to out of town hospital because I could have, let's say, well, one, if it wasn't a holiday, right? Health centers were closed, right? The community health centers were closed. Couldn't just book an appointment, and there was limited options. So all I had really was the hospital, right? Emergency room. So upon heavy stress and me not wanting to do it, I pushed myself to do it. I go to the hospital. Man tells me, don't want to do anything, don't want to cut or anything like that. You need to go see it's the breast doctor or whatever. I said, okay. So he gave me, I got an antibiotic shot and some pain pills. Come to find out, the pain pills were barely anything. I came in for pain. I had to remind the man while there, wait, so you're also giving me something for the pain, right? Oh yeah, we can get you a little something. I forgot what it was, making it seem like, oh, this, the mild narcotic. It was barely anything. And so I'm taking it, they gave me two, and I wish I had the name of it because I would tell you guys, but I don't want to say a wrong name. They're like, oh, you should be feeling it. While I'm there having to do the whole insurance stuff to make sure that, hey, if there's any financial assistance, because I already know this is going to cost a lot. Financial assistance, I'm waiting there, still in pain. I'm like, when is this pain pills going to kick in? And they're like, oh, well, with the antibiotics, you won't need them, whatever. Well, 72 hours hit. It's getting worse. So I just had to go to an emergency room. They didn't fix the issue. And now I'm forced, because it's still, this time it was New Year's, like day before, like New Year's Eve, right? Or I think it was a little bit over 72 hours before I went in again. And so had to go to another emergency room. So I went to a different hospital that I heard had better financial aid help. And so it possibly had like an ultrasound, or like not ultrasound machine, but I guess kind of the x-ray kind of machine. That's ultrasound. And I get there, they don't do even though I called and asked if they had the ultrasound machine there to be able to do the ultrasound to see like what's happening there, like if they can do anything like more so about it, because they were like, we can't see in it, so we don't want to, that was what the first hospital said, they didn't want to cut into it and drain it. So I go to the second hospital, no the sonogram machine. Oh, then the nurse practitioner, I mean, we can try another antibiotic, and I mean, we can try draining it, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's best. Do you want to try draining it? And I'm like, I don't know. Will it work? She goes, I think so. And I'm like, well, I'm in pain. If it's going to, if you can drain it using, she's like, oh, we can do a syringe and like suck out the stuff. I trust the doctor. So I think, well, if that's the case, well, then let's get it done. She said, okay. I waited over an hour, put anesthetic on. She comes in. Okay, we'll see if this works. It's literally like a needle you do a shot with. A little small needle. Now, I'm waiting there, getting stuck, trying to pull. Nothing. Barely anything is coming out. So, oh, sorry. So, essentially, she just wasted my time. And she just she gets to live in this oblivious world where she's told that she doesn't have to weigh or know about the cost of her procedures or anything. Your job is just to give whatever the patient wants. Such a disgusting capitalist. She's essentially hurt me more by saying to try a procedure that wasn't going to work. You know how much that procedure was? And not including everything else. Just sticking in a needle? $750. I could have stuck a needle in myself. If I had known the cost, I would not have done it. Did the medical provider weigh that? Like, they just thought that that wasn't a thing. So you just, or that they would need to put that into account. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not wording it correctly. It's just, by not telling a person whom you don't know their socioeconomic background other than I told you I did not have health insurance, you just saying anything and giving any type of procedure, even if you don't know how good it is, and she had to go and check with the overall physician who was like, yeah, sure, it'll be fine, you can try it. You can try it. What's that called? Not negligent, but it's evil in disguise. Because, not saying that she intentionally tried to do this, but the system in and of itself, that she lives in and works in a system that says you just do whatever you think is necessary. You push the person to push their health above it all else, above money, above it all. We'll help you out. You worry about finances later. Knowing that that person may more than likely not be able to have that much money to be able to pay whatever you're suggesting. However likelihood you feel like it would help or not, you're not telling that person, hey, I don't think that this procedure is going to work. And I think it's going to cost you a whole lot more money. We can try, but I want you to know. But they know they can't say that because what if they needed it and then the person didn't get it and then they get sick? It's just all disgusting. It's all a horrible, awful, evil system that makes you not want to get help or trust the doctor. Because I don't trust that the doctor is looking out for me and my finances, because they're not. I guess that's what it boils down to. The doctors don't care about your finances. If that means whatever they suggest or do is going to put someone in bankruptcy, even though it's not life or death, just do it. That's negligent. That's very, it's evil. It hurts. Like, sorry, messing. Oh, awful story. Hate the medical system. Yeah, like, and just knowing that other places in other countries, like, you don't have to worry about it because they know random things happen. And why do I then have to suffer with it? Why? Like, why can I not refute saying, why the F should I pay $750? I know that wasn't worth $750. Period. Not worth it. Not worth it. She could easily save me all that money for something that wasn't worth it. And now I also am self-aware because I only think in these situations, there's people who they've been charged way more. And now, no, the first hospital I went to, $1,000-something, I think it was $1,100 was the bill. I filed for the financial assistance. That bill goes down to $107. I said, oh, okay. At first it was $174. But the Park Ridge East, Park Ridge Hospital, has this program where you only, like, if you don't have insurance, you only pay 10%, and then you have the financial assistance on top of that. So at first it was $174, and then by the end of it, it was $107. I said, cool. Erlanger, the other hospital I thought would be better and would help. No. $1,100. Now, what I saw on the bill at first was like, it was 600 something for like going in and having like getting the consultancy and blah blah blah, and then it was like $500 I saw listed. It said for surgery. I'm like, when the F did I get surgery? Are they talking about this thing? And so I called them today. They said that, oh, we don't see where it says surgery. It says abscess, something, drainage. I'm like, one, she didn't drain it. She couldn't drain it. She didn't have the right tools to do what was supposed to be done. She didn't have a big enough needle. But I gotta pay. She doesn't have to pay. I have to pay. She can give whatever advice she wants to. But 500. And well, come to find out, wasn't. Like, I guess when I called, that they looked on the line items and it said it was $750 for that. Not 500, sorry. It was $750. Oh, and we can smack off with the financial assistance. Now, mind you, they've been sending me bills. Now, I heard that it was going to take at least maybe up to 3 months for them to process the financial assistance. So I've been seeing these bills and I've been like, okay, this is not the bill. Clearly my financial assistance has come in, and I'll call them again about now and see like what's going on with it. And my thing is, if I didn't know, and if one, let's say, started paying it off, what if I paid, so with at Erlanger, the second hospital, first hospital I paid, the bill was $107 with financial assistance. No, I just got it because earlier they kept on sending me $174. I think, well, what if I paid the $174? Would you have refunded me the $70 that was over? More than likely, I don't think they would, because that's not, our medical system is a greed system, hiding behind the fact that it does good. Some good. Technically, it does good. Financial harm is what our hospitals are. Financial harm. Second hospital kept sending me a bill for over $1,000. Thing finally hits. We'll take over $996. I have to pay $588. How is that financially assisting? I meant in like the overall big, but I clearly believe they make the prices exorbitant. Surgery, they say, right? Exorbitant on purpose. And so that way they can say, oh, with the financial assistance, we actually could take away $900. No, you could already afforded it to be. Not you inflated the prices on purpose. These financial foundations that will help you, low income people. Oh, are you sure? Are they just the people who vet the people and then they send it over to you and you have grants from the government to help? So you're just going to say that it costs a lot. So it's extorting. Hey, here in Spain, hospitals are free. Just know, and hello, welcome to the chat. Just know that you're blessed. Absolutely blessed. Here, they're not free at all. It's a gotcha. It's a gotcha system. And it's despicable and disgusting. And I'm going to see if there's any way to bring down that $588. Like, and the thing is, in America, they knew before the pandemic that most Americans couldn't afford over a $400 emergency. Because we're wage slaves here. We don't make enough. The cost of living is way more than people are paid. Thus, they don't have savings there. It's just not, it's evil. It's not just, it's not good. Especially knowing places, developed world, Spain. Can you hear me? Or can you hear the Sonic Mania?
Twitch tag.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Like I was saying, you probably came here for Sonic Mania because the tag is on it. But I was opening up with the icebreaker, and so I just jumped on, and I was kind of telling you guys what I was going through today. So I paid one of the bills off, and I'm trying to figure out what to do about the $600 bill. Hate it here. So, America is for capitalists. Capitalism is for oligarchs. It's not for us. It was never for the working people. We are the slaves. They just have to pay us now and treat us a little bit better and make us feel that we're free. Oh my God. So anyway, I'm loving this hair, by the way. Ow! Ah! Just pinching my hand. Before I do start, I'm about to start. But so I have this wig. If you guys see in the main feed, like I normally wear like my blue bob hair or like my straight long black hair. But today I whipped out this wig that I haven't worn before. It didn't come layered, so I cut it and I cut bangs in it. And I like it. It's kind of I like it. Giving me full, curly, luscious hair. And I'm like, man, it looks so nice. Like, I don't want to put headphones on it. It's not to smush it. It says, I hear Spain. Oh, bro, why America gotta be this way? I hear Spain is going to a 4-day work week. Yeah, I heard that too. You're blessed. Just blessed. Just, if you didn't wake up feeling blessed, just know you are. Those outside of the U.S. Because they have us set, like my sister, like, mandatory over, like she has to, so they have it where she works 6 days a week. And if they either asked her to come in on Sunday, which is usually like the day off, she has to, and Sundays are a 12-hour shift. And if they need mandatory overtime, you have to do it. Because if you don't, they'll point you. And so if you know the point system, like jobs say like you have a certain amount of points, and then if you lose the points, then you get fired. And so, yeah, it's like you work for us or we'll fire you. Yeah, we know you don't have any breaks. Yeah, we know it's 7 days a week. We know it's not a livable wage. But dare try. Go somewhere else. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Anyway, let me go over to Sonic. So I switched up the screens. So there it is. And, let me go here. Let me see. That way we have, oh, there we go. Twitch. But not that. Here. Dang it, she's still live. Let's see.
You're just doing it to, like, because of regular.
I don't think I have it where I just have a, where I just have me and Sonic Mania. So, I meant the screen-wise. Hello, Ghost. He stops by and says hello. So let me see. I'm trying to figure out, like, what to watch. Says mobilizing some Easter egg. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Since we did talk about politics in the title. AOC is a joke.
This is going to be tough to get through, but I'm going to try to do it fast. Here's AOC one more time. One more time, gaslighting you, which is another form of lying, and she's doing it right to a camera, and people are buying this garbage. She says, if you care about student debt cancellation, it's time for you. It is go time for you. You need to mobilize.
Let's talk about student loans, because I found something very interesting in this bill. Now, before everyone gets ahead of themselves, there is not student loan cancellation in this bill, but...
But there's something even worth less. Watch this.
There is a provision that feels like an Easter egg.
Easter egg. Anyway, I don't know. I think
I need help. Putting together or turning on. Let's just need to turn on the switch. And until that happens, let's just over. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I guess not. So we gotta. Sorry, this happened last time. We just have to set up the Twitch and the capture card. For some reason, it just doesn't automatically start working, so we kind of gotta work it out. But until then, we can watch and listen to Jimmy Dore.
Which I think
Don't
gives
mind me
us.
if I'm-
It feels like I was feeling it around, and it felt like it, but it smelled like a shit egg. But I don't know. It feels like it, but smells like shit. Here we go.
Some hope, because not only are college students going to get stimulus checks that they didn't get last year, but I noticed, and some people noticed, that there is a tax provision tucked away that says if your student loans get canceled, that cancellation, you don't have to pay taxes on that cancellation.
Okay.
She knows exactly what she's
already
doing.
said
She's clearly
there
talked to
is
PR.
no student debt cancellation in the bill. But if there was, you wouldn't have to pay taxes on it. Here's your Easter egg. Open it up. It's empty. What in the shit, Ron? What in the?
Which, in other words, you wouldn't have to. It wouldn't be processed in as though it would not be if your student loans get canceled.
This is such a nothing. She can't even tell you what it is.
Right? She can't even
She
get the
can't
words
even
out.
find the words to tell you how good this is because it isn't. There's nothing to it.
Yeah, it does kind of have that vibe of you're really failing at your sales pitch training.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so pretend you just came to my door and you want me to buy the Encyclopedia Volume 12. Ready? 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 Just go. Just go. Hi, do you do the homework with your kids? I don't have kids. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't look at the script. They'll know if you're looking at the script. Well, all right. Start again. Everybody take 5. Take 5. But remember where you go to the people that don't have kids. Well, you do trivia with all your single friends, right? Don't you want to win at trivia? You get this encyclopedia, you'll win every year. All right, everybody,
Right.
everybody take 5. Remember, the
Sales.
earning potential is through the roof. It's through the roof. It's
PR.
unlimited. All right, I'm going to
BS.
Subway. Anyone want to join me? I need a sandwich. Take 5.
That is exactly what this sounds like.
It will not be treated as though the government gave you money for you to pay off your loan so that you would have to pay taxes on that. So let's say you had
Oh, Jesus Christ.
several $1,000s in student loan debt, you wouldn't pay taxes on the cancellation for that.
Let's say you had several $1,000s. Several thousand? That's the problem? People had $2,000 in student loan debt?
Now, there's no student debt cancellation in the bill. So this provision that's tucked in, I think, tells us, if you care about student debt cancellation, it's go time for you. You need to mobilize, and now is the time to organize, to create the political pressure, because in there, tucked away, is almost like a little... Someone's paving the path.
She's so awful. She really thinks we're
We're
stupid.
not canceling
I
the
wish
student
if
debt,
she
but
was saying
it might
this to my
happen
face.
at some nebulous time in the
If
future, and
she
but
was
probably
saying
not,
this
because
to
Republicans
my
are taking
face.
over Congress, and but what you have to do is mobilize. So I just want to let AOC know that the American people did mobilize. They elected a demented walking death rattle as president. They then elected the Democrat. He's a Democrat. And then they elected the Democrats to a majority in the Senate and in the House. They mobilized. They got out. They knocked on doors. They got people to vote. They moved their feet. They moved their vote, their polling. They got it done. You guys have complete control of government. It's
Yay.
now
no, it's not
we
working.
still have to mobilize. We still have to do more.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Exactly. What is she doing?
When are you going to mobilize?
Making excuses.
When she says
and
you have to
acting on
mobilize, do you mean we have to go
extreme.
do a protest at the Capitol? Is that what she means, Ron? Because she won't say what that means. She says you have to mobilize. Do you mean go do a protest at the Capitol? Why won't you say that then?
Cute little
When
face
you
she
say
has.
mobilize, what do you mean mobilize? We already mobilized and elected everybody. Now what?
Nothing.
We have to go do what? What kind of mobilization? Do you know what she
Yeah, I mean,
means
she
by
doesn't-
that?
I have no idea what she means. I mean, she's technically not wrong when she says that. And if you ask me, like, well, what do I mean if I said that? I'd mean general strike. We need a general strike. Right now, general strike. Immediately.
But she won't. You know, she'll never say that, nor will she tell her 11 million Twitter followers where to go mobilize. She won't go, when I mean mobilize, I mean blank, blank, blank. She won't do it. She'll never tell them to actually fucking show up and do a protest. She'll never actually tell them to do a direct action. She'll never tell them to not pay their rent or their more. She'll never tell them to hold back their credit card bill. She'll never tell them to do anything. She wants you to go think up an idea, go organize people. You do it, not her. What in the hell are they doing? Tell me what they're doing. Nothing. Again, here we go.
And I can't claim credit for that provision. If you want, I can go into some of my specific contributions to this bill as a lawmaker. In fact, I will get into one of those a little bit later because it's part of money that you can get, additional funds that you can get. But progressives are looking out for you. And by the way, this is the benefit.
Sorry, it's fun acting.
Progressives are looking out for you, Ron. Progressives.
I feel so seen. No, I mean, and
This guy.
this goes into something else. I mean, I've said this on the show before too. It's, you know, yeah, she's not doing any of those things. She's not telling people where to mobilize. She's a politician. This goes into that much bigger question. Where is our generation's Eugene Debs? I mean, that's what we need. That's what we need. And that's not going to be someone who's in office. We need our generation's Eugene Debs. We need our generation's Emma Goldman. We need our generation's Lucy Parsons. We need those types of leaders. And you know, I don't know who that is, but
And
I hope
what do
they're
you
out there.
And what do you think would happen to that person if they actually emerged? Do you think there would be a cabal of oligarchs sitting in a room thinking up smear tactics to discredit that person, and they would probably.
Of course. I mean, yes, of course, Jimmy. That's what's happened for the past 100 years, pretty much, or near 100 years at the very least. I mean, that's what happened back when the working class was able to mobilize at least enough to have a common goal. What happened? Well, the New Deal happened, and the powers that be didn't like that one. So what happened after that? Years of McCarthyism and years of smearing and infiltration, and it wiped out the communists and the socialists. And now I feel like we're finally starting to rebuild, at least. And yeah, but we need those types of leaders in our society. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are, but damn, do we need them.
I think that Christian Smalls.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you look at that guy, and what he's doing is completely admirable and really leading the way. And every city needs one of him.
Yeah, Justin Jackson also has clarity on this. Unfortunately, he's busy being a professional football player.
You know
He's
what?
got
I
some
just
stuff
want to.
going on.
I just want to say that
Sundays he's busy.
He's busy on Sundays.
I just want to say that progressives are looking out